So I work with guys like twice my age. You know, when I worked at Macy's Receiving, that was Roosevelt Field, Long Island, before they turned it into this big posh place. It was just one floor. And I learned a lot. I was traveling from Long Island to Brooklyn still, because all my friends was in Brooklyn. I was able to acquire from earning my own money, you know, learn about fashion. At the time, Polo, Ralph Lauren, Polo Gooses, all that. Low Lifes was, you know, the big thing out in Brooklyn. So, you know, that was kind of like a badge of honor. So, you know, I used to go back and forth. I worked in receiving. I used to have access to, you know, items with my discount. So, you know, I took pride in that. Right. Traveling back.
Explain to people what Low Life is. That don't know.
Low Lifes. Low Lifes was a crew that came out of Brooklyn, primarily Marcus Garvey, Brownsville area. Dave Lowe, I think Chef Lowe. I don't want to get names wrong, but there's a few people that I met personally in that journey that they just would boost. They would go up to Fifth Avenue, Polo Mansion, and they would, you know, have their crews, and they would just take. And the reason why I think primarily people took, or they took, was because they used to ban us. At that time, Ralph, even though he made an inordinate amount of money off of the black community, when you go up to the Fifth Avenue or to, you know, to the Polo Mansion and you try to walk in and have a security guard, they would just stop black kids, like, you can't come in here. Right. So, you know, you get fed up because, you know, we want to wear, you know, we want to look fresh. I mean, like, primarily all the style and flavor that omits around the world comes from our culture. And at the time, you know, you're talking about some super fresh to death. Like, they would die for fashion. Right. So they used to bum rush to, you know, the stores. You know, they knocked down guards, ice pick, all kind of stuff to get to that, you know, and they didn't care if they had tags or whatever. They had ways of popping the tags. And they would come back to the hood. I mean, aside from keeping a great deal for themselves because they was fresh every day, but they would sell it. Right. You know, made it available, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, one thing about Project Life that I learned, everyone lives in the same box. You might have a bigger box, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, but nonetheless, it's a box. We all get on the elevator, you know what I'm saying? It's a jail-like environment if you don't have happiness and goals to feel good about as you walk outside that door every day amongst everyone. And I think what defined people that were living in the same boxes and environment was how, not only how they kept their house and decorated. You go to some people's house, you're like, damn, they done went all the way out. But how you come out your house and represent you. Right. That kind of like, that was your stamp to the community, like, all right, he about something, she about something. Right. You know, she coming out making sure her you know, he or she shit is together. And that's one thing that I learned. That's all we had, you know, knowing that we always in the same place and trying to make it. It's like, you know, when you came out, Easter Sundays in the projects, when I was coming up, was like, damn, I couldn't wait to throw on my British Walkers and my leisure suit and just be outside because everybody coming outside fresh. Don't ask me why. It's supposed to be a religious holiday, but in the hood it was like, you know, let's get fresh and go to Coney Island. Everybody got their new sneakers and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah. So how did you get involved in the entertainment industry?
I started throwing parties when I, you know, fast forward after a decent little stint of some street stuff. I started throwing parties with my close friends. Started out in Flatbush throwing parties, Flatbush, Bed-Stuy, primarily like Jamaican parties at the time, Caribbean parties. You know, at the time, Stone Love, and I hope I gotta take this call. Hold on, yeah, pause it. I'm sorry.